been a while since we had one of these, Colin. Nice little debate talk, nice little thing like that. So I want to bring this back up because there is some nice juicy topics from all around the league, and I kind of want to talk about them. So if you've been living under a rock and don't really watch college football, whatever, there's a guy named Deion Sanders. He had an okay NFL career. He has a bust in the Hall of Fame. Okay, just okay. Leaves NFL Network, does stuff at Barstool for a little bit, goes and head coaches Jackson State, which is an HBCU college, brings him to 30 wins in 3 years. He leaves there, goes to Colorado. He puts him on the map. He brings in all these top recruits that he brought in from Jackson State all the way to Colorado and whatnot. We see him beat TCU, beat Matt Rule, who, college and head coach for the Carolina Panthers, now back in Nebraska. My question to you, Colton, will Deion Sanders receive head coaching interviews this offseason with the National Football League?
I don't know about this offseason. If he does this again, like this hot start, and they end up finishing well next season, I could see it then possibly. But this offseason, I don't personally. I think it's just a little too soon. It'd be kind of silly if the team jumped on it that fast because it's different with Deion coaching college kids and getting those kids to buy into what he's doing and getting kids to transfer in the Deion effect. It's not how it works in the NFL. You got to be great with your X's and O's, and I'm not saying you can't do that, but yeah, again, and Jacob saying looks like they stink. I don't think TCU stinks. I'm not going to take anything away from what Colorado's doing. I think it is impressive. Nebraska kind of does below though, but Colorado State this weekend, we'll see. I think they'll play Oregon in a week or two.
We'll see how USC next week. So
yeah, and then Oregon. So we'll see when they play the bigger opponents. See how they handle. If they win, you could, I guess. I just don't see it this year.
It's interesting. I don't watch a whole lot of college outside of Maryland and all that stuff. Go Terps! But Deion Sanders though is another character. I think he can do it, but I think it could be like that whole Harbaugh situation where, oh hey, that's just gonna be the headline for 4 or 6 weeks from the beginning of December through end of January. Just hey, you're gonna come in, you're gonna want to buy into this stuff, you want to come do this whatnot. I think you said it best though. At some point down the line, he will get it. It's difference between getting 18, 19, 20-year-old kids being like, oh, hey, I want to play for this Hall of Famer. I want to play for this guy who's shown success in the college ranks. And it might not always spell out to success in the NFL, as we've seen from dozens of coaches gone college to the big leagues, some succeeding, some not. So, yeah, this will be another debate topic for next year, obviously, if, Colorado continues that nice success from for Colorado, who's now 2-0 on the season. They sold out their game this past weekend. Big money quarterbacks in Patrick Mahomes and Joe Burrow took the field during week 1, and it was, not too good. It was not very good looking at it there. Are there any concerns with Patrick Mahomes and Joe Burrow following a very lackluster week 1?
No, sir. Not on this camp. I think they're both going to be good. It's Joe Burrow coming off a calf injury, rusty at the beginning of last season. Look what they ended up doing. I'm not really too worried. Mahomes, you know what you're getting. MVP, Super Bowl champion. I'm not worried about him. I think he needs Kelsey really badly because the receiver room is not that good, which, surprise, surprise, it's not. But no concerns here. I actually have more concerns over the two other high-paid quarterbacks that got extensions. I mean, Deshaun Watson's career last year getting over to Cleveland. That's who I'm concerned about. He did not play well against the Ravens. Or not against the Ravens, against the Bengals. And Lamar Jackson struggled against the Texans. Mm-hmm. Those are two guys I could be concerned about because Lamar's got weapons. Again, it is week 1. Let's pump the brakes.
New system, all that.
Absolutely not. No concerns with Mahomes or Joe Burrow.
And even, Jalen Hurts, too. He didn't have his best game. He only had, I think, 174 yards passing. They didn't run the ball a whole lot, which is, Eagles football. They kind of just rotate everything. And also Justin Herbert, too. I know first game in a new system for him and, learning Kellen Moore's offense. So that's not going to be, a big concern. But If it continues going down the line, especially with how the Dolphins defense is, where it's just one corner and that's kind of it. Yeah, I think there'll be some causes for concern kind of later on down the line, eventually. I got one more. I thought I had a second one, but I do have one more, though. Josh Allen, 0-5 on Monday Night Football, tied his career high in turnovers in a single game, which he last did it as a rookie against the New York Jets. Is Josh Allen a glorified Phillip Rivers?
It's running out of time, and it's weird to say that because it's like, what are you talking about? It's running out of time with their Super Bowl window. Boy, I got to tell you, I don't know what he was doing Monday night. I don't know if it was like, Aaron Rodgers out, I can mess around here, make some wild throws. Like, what is he doing? And I'm watching McDermott on the sideline, and he's freaking out. You know he's talking to Josh Allen. Be smart. He's pointing to his head. Like, Josh Allen's wildly reckless. He's going to get seriously injured one of these games. And honestly, I wouldn't be shocked if it's this season. He had literally – it was a first-down run, great play. Like, he is a very good player. Mm-hmm. And he cuts back in for one more yard, and he got lit up. What are you hurdling people for 1 yard? What are you doing? Like, get out of bounds. So he could go down that road as a very good quarterback, but doesn't win jack. Like, it is getting to that point with him, and it's like, no weapons. I'm sorry, James Cook's a solid player. Dawson Knox, the tight end they just drafted, Stephon Diggs, Gabe Davis. Like, I mean, we could be overhyping Gabe Davis. Like, he had that great game against Kansas City in the playoffs. Haven't really seen much of him since. Haven't seen the consistency. We all thought, like, last year was the whole grab Gabe Davis. He's going to be like the George Pickens kind of hype this year. Like, you got to grab him. He should go off. He stunk last year. So it is an interesting one. What are your thoughts on that? Because, I mean, you've seen your defense tear him limb from limb and making him look like a rookie quarterback time and time again.
Listen, he threw more completions to Jets players than Aaron Rodgers did. So, I mean, that's one way to look at it. Jordan Whitehead got his $250K in incentives on 3 interceptions on his contract. So he's already making bank, making it rain 50 minutes of playing time. But yeah, as you said here, I really think he could be a glorified Phillip Rivers, who's more athletic, more mobile, and all that stuff. He has that grit. He has that just mentality of, hey, I can win. I can do this stuff. But, man, he needs a running back. I think they got a call into Indianapolis. They need if they get a running back, man, I think this offense can do it all because Josh Allen's doing.
Yeah, but you've known that for a few years now. That's what I don't get in Buffalo. You've known for a few years that, okay, we need to have someone other than Josh Allen running the football, and yet they haven't done it. Like, James Cook averaged, was it 5 yards a carry last year? Like, when he touched the ball, like.
But no, he had the fumble issues though the first couple games, so they didn't explore him that much.
But I mean, once he got in the groove last year, he was good for them. Like, get him the ball to start the season, and if not. And the struggle bus is happening, you got to go all in and get Jonathan Taylor. So that's going to come down to them. I mean, like, I don't know. Myles Gaskin's a free agent. Leonard Fournette, go knocking on those doors maybe. Like, I don't know. They got to get a running back in there or – like, I've heard it for the past few years. Like, running back and we're, like, in great shape. Okay? Times are ticking, boys. What are you doing? When are you getting them?
I don't know. I feel like the last running back they had that was like good was LaShawn McCoy. And if you want to go a little bit before that, Fred Jackson. Like, I know it was like the end of shady, but they still had that still prime of shady because, Kiko Alonso for LaShawn McCoy goes down as one of the worst trades of all time. They got to do something, man. Josh Allen can't be, running it, passing it, doing all that stuff. And it also could be a Madden curse thing. I mean, I know he's on the cover of Madden this year, but geez, that was a bad game for him. But I mean, the last 2 times before that, he played really bad against the Jets as well. Something to think about though for the next coming weeks. I always like to have these